My father was a monster of a man. Self-proclaimed the king, built his throne on his children's sorrows. And there were many. It seems like we were always crying back then, always wishing that our father had left us like all our friends' fathers did, then maybe we wouldn't have all these scars, all these whelps and bruises. My father was a big, flared nostrils kind of man. Taught me everything I know, from how to ride a bike to how to keep myself warm with my own anger. He taught us anger and let us figure out love on our own. Kept us locked up like China dolls. The sun burned our eyes when we finally broke free. Seeds planted in darkness never grow quite right, and I'm a wilted flower. With social anxiety and notebooks filled with conversations I've never had, I blame my dad. Grandma told us to pray for him. Ask God to look on his heart and change him. By the time I was 5, I stopped believing people could change. By 10, I stopped believing in God altogether. My father beat the poet out of me. I built my entire story around hating him. After the first stroke, when my monster of a man lay weak and docile on a hospital bed, tears streaming down his face, in 18 years I'd never seen him cry before. And I couldn't feel bad for him. He was the causer of tears. After the second stroke, I stood at the door with my arms crossed, sterile whiteness threatening to choke me. He hobbled around the house scattered-brained, calling his daughters by his sisters' names, the hand he used to hit us with gone numb. His last words to me were, "Jasmine, you know I'm proud of you, right?" I didn't. And by then, we'd grown too far apart for me to care about his opinion. I felt nothing at his pride. My father died. Who told you you could leave me? I still had things to write about. There was the part where I proved you wrong, where I finally cussed you out and didn't let you see your grandkids. You weren't supposed to go yet. Who am I supposed to be without my enemy? You always wanted to talk. Now say something. Teach me how to mourn you through all this anger. You've been gone for months, but I've been festering in this for years. Stop looking at me with your eyes glazed over. Mouth sewn shut from the inside. Arms across your chest, protecting me from your heart.